We are back. I don't know what happened over the last few days, but OBS keeps getting very, very upset at me for not launching it as administrator, even though I've never had to do that before. But whatever. We've got it functioning again, and everything is fine. But yeah, we're back with more Corpse Party. That's the one that we want. We're still on chapter 2. What were we doing? Oh, right, we got the holy water, didn't we? Right. Now to remember what the controls are. Get out of my way, cords. Right. And then there's our map. I remember what I'm doing. Do you? Right, I assume we needed to use the holy water. Oh, I can't do that from here? Will it just automatically do it then? I know she'll accept me. She has to. I want that body. I want it. I know I missed that last part. Is that fire? They're evil spirits. Damn it all. Doesn't look like he'll be letting us through it too easily. Shame these aren't real flames where we can just douse them with water. How about we try using that holy water on them? It was recommended by a spiritual medium after all. I don't know what else to do, so let's just chuck the water at them. So hot! It burns like acid! Damn you all. You're still alive. Isn't that enough? Hold on, I need to move my microphone away from me a little bit. Computer, don't start having issues with me now. Please. Okay, there we go. Itchy. May death soon come for you too. With this, one of the red spirit flames flew directly at me in what was clearly meant as a hostile action. Suzumoto, watch out! Yikes. Did it kill us? Kishinuma quickly leaped in front of me, hands out, taking the full brunt of the spirit's attack in my place. Then, all 3 flames simply disappeared. Oh no, buddy! Kishinuma! Jeez, take it easy. I'm fine. Just burned my hand a little, that's all. I'm so sorry. I should have been paying closer attention. I've got some stick-on bandages in my bag somewhere. Let's see. What? What's wrong? Nothing. Here you go. Please, allow me. Just show me where you got burned. Thanks a bunch. Suzumoto, seriously, what's wrong? Well, I seem to have lost my student ID. I probably dropped it when I was climbing down into that hole. Isn't that in your hand? Isn't that it in your hand? No, this belongs to the deceased girl in the school entranceway. I picked it up earlier. I held up the student ID so Kishinuma could get a better look at it. It was clear from its design alone, after all, that it wasn't a Kisaragi ID. I probably should have just left it there, but, well, I was all alone and scared and thought maybe I'd learn something useful from it, you know? No, I think that's perfectly reasonable. We've got to do whatever it takes to reunite with everyone and get the hell out of the school. You mind if I take a look at it? Sure, I don't think you'll find anything too helpful in it, though. Some kind of doodle on this page. It's a box? I wonder what it means. The memo page Kishinuma opened to was ringed with bloody, sticky fingerprints. and centered among them was a rough sketch of a box drawn in ballpoint pen, along with numerous lines of text written in rough, shaky letters. They seemed to have been written with an excessive amount of force, resulting in countless black splotches and small tears in the paper. I think Ayaka is going to kill Ao. I need to hide her. Ao is mine, and mine alone. She must be protected. If I hide it in that box, no one will ever find it. Ao, I love you so much. Those words were written over and over again, with the ink getting blotchier and more haphazard each time. Yikes. Doesn't the box in the picture look an awful lot like this one? I mean, I know we found it pretty far from the entranceway, but still. You're right, it really does. Isn't this a keyhole? Oh, hey, you're right. I wonder if maybe that key I found will fit the lock? Kishinuma and Nana were both watching me expectantly as I produced the rusty key from my bag. I don't like this. I inserted it into the lock. It fit. Crossing my fingers, I began turning. No, don't! I met with no resistance at all. It was the right key. The lid popped open, and nostalgic music started to play. I didn't want to do that. Why didn't you give me an option? It's a music box? I had no idea. I think I've heard the song before, too. Oh, I miss you, more than you can know. Tell me where, oh where did you go? This is so not the time or the place for karaoke. Sorry. Kishinuma took the music box from my hands with a sort of derisive smile on his face. So, something's inside this thing, then? No good. It's too tight a squeeze. My fingers won't fit. Try turning it upside down and shaking it. Oh! Something came out! But it's another key, huh? Who hides a key behind a lock? But this means we can probably open some door now that we previously couldn't. I placed the key in my pocket for safekeeping, and tried in vain to remind myself that I shouldn't get my hopes up, but in truth, I was downright thrilled. We were making actual progress. Oh. Cool, cool, cool. Sun doesn't tell me anything about it. That's unfortunate. I don't think I need to save just yet. And then I guess we'll go upstairs first and see what's going on there and go from there. Since we haven't actually been upstairs just yet. How does in-game volume sound? Too loud, too quiet, just good, just right. Words are hard. Also, this red overlay is making it very difficult to see. I get that our darkening's at like 50%, but like, come on. It's over here. Oh, here's five. It's a sex skeletal remains, still in the process of decaying. Based on height and uniform, this seems to have been a junior senior high school boy. There's a pair of spiked shoes lying on the ground nearby. Maybe he was an athlete? His head seems to have been detached from his body completely. There's not a lot of blood on the floor, but it nonetheless seems logical to conclude that this was the cause of death. Right, that's the boy that... what's her butt? Murdered. Assumably. Whoever wrote that notebook. I've got a good feeling about this. Let's try that music box key. I mean, I feel like I should save, but like, I didn't really have any options with that one. It wasn't that far off, was it? Whatever. The key turned easily in the lock and the door came right open. Oh, hey! Hey, Yumi! There was a dead body propped against the inside of it, and the door slid open. As the door slid open, it spilled out into the hallway. Kishinuma completely ignored this, however, stepping over it and darting into the room as fast as his legs would carry him. Shinozaki! Shinozaki! Within the pale darkness of the room, a figure stood in front of one of the shelves, completely engrossed in some ancient-looking tome. It was Shinozaki. The floor around her was piled high with books she'd seemingly read and discarded. Strange, coming from a bibliophile who usually won't even crease a spine. The curve on the other side causes a turnover on the 9 ball joints that look like fish in the hourglass geoglyph, with a white shoe instead of a needle. Shinozaki, get a hold of yourself. No talking! This is a library. Honestly. What do you uncultured troglodytes hope to accomplish in here with your worthless gossip? Huh? Shinozaki, that's enough. You can stop this now. This isn't you. You're in pain, right? Whatever loose soul is in control of Shinozaki, I'm calling you out. Get the hell out of her right this instant, you hear me? She's ours. I'm going to make this body mine. Well, welcome, Emmy. Not a chance. I'm much better at using her than both of you combined. It's only when we're inside this person that our pain subsides. So please, won't you let us have her? Ella saved me. Thanks, Ella. Give her to us. Please. What if we save you? We'll help you get out of this school alive, and in exchange, I'm back with Snackos and Emmy. Perfect. While you were getting Snackos, you didn't really miss anything. We used the holy water on the spirits at the stairwell. That cleared them away. And then we went upstairs and opened up the reference room and found a Yumi. And this is basically the start of that dialogue. So both of you didn't really miss anything. Also, thank you for the hugs. Hugs all around. Shut up! Shut up, you selfish bastards! Look, I sympathize with you, I really do. Dying in here must be like a never-ending nightmare. And Yumi looking pretty freaked out, or possessed? Possessed. I was just looking at baby pictures of Farley and the letter I wrote you, Kaysh. You wrote me a letter? Okay. Yeah, the one forever ago. I've got like 4 or 5 of those from you. I don't know which one you're talking about. Oh. But aww. But how does that give you the right to use Shinozaki like she's some kind of tool? She's a living being with a mind of her own. The one with Lamia stickers and the stomp stomp stomp. Oh, right. That one. Cute. I liked it. I appreciated it. Oh, ye of sound mind. We're in pain. We're in agony. We're cold and hungry and mad. But you're still blessed with life. Don't you understand? I don't give a shit about any of that. All I know is you can't have Shinozaki. I'll never, ever let you take her. How are you all doing today? I didn't ask that. Oh my god. You're welcome. I'm doing good. I'm tired. Yumi. Shh. It's fine. I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. I actually kind of slept last night, but that's because I was drinking, but I didn't sleep a ton, so I'm just like sleepy. How's everyone else doing though? What the hell is this ringing in my ears? Is it bugs? Is it bugs? Only half zombie today, right? That's better than full zombie. I mean, I guess. I suppose. Oh no, Crampy Alley. Also, welcome. Hello, hello, welcome everyone. Did you see where... Lol. From there, Yumi took a sudden turn for the worse. Tossing aside the book she was reading, she began punching herself in the head with both hands. Oh no, don't do that. Yumi, stop! It was so quiet in here too. But just look what colors have been let in now. Silver, huh? Green, maybe? She needed to come see the snow. Stop this, Shinozaki! It was yellow. Shinozaki? Brother? Is that you? You're late. I'm so hungry. It's been so very long since my last meal. I thought you were actually gonna go somewhere. Hina sealed me up in here, you know. And I haven't eaten a single thing since then. Not a single bite. Nothing at all. Brother. You look so delicious, brother. Is it strange? Is it strange that I want to kill you and taste your succulent flesh? Got it out, Shinozaki. I'm not your brother for starters. Welcome home, brother. Miki, you're here again? No, I understand this, Yumi. No! You know, your selfless little sister drops by just to make you dinner, and that's how you greet her? You've been eating your meals every day, brother. More or less, yeah. Some prepackaged convenience store food here, school lunch there. Just as I feared then. You keep going like that, and your health will deteriorate in no time. Well, you sit tight. I'm making you a fine meal right now. Whatever would you do without me? Y'all are here for Cannibal Yumi. How's school going? I hear you've been hanging out with a boy named Mochida and a girl named Shinozaki. What kind of people are they? Everything's going to be okay. I know it. Dad'll come around one of these days. Just be patient, okay, brother? Feed him the good things. Stop it. Oh no! Stop! Oh god, Shinozaki is biting Kishinuma's neck. I've got to stop her. Oh, blood. Bitter, delicious blood. Don't bite the boy! Kishinuma! Literally any other character and I'd be fine with it. The two of us made a mad dash towards Kishinuma, intending to pry Ayumi away from him through any means possible. Also, welcome, David! You're here in time for the chomp chomps! But to my astonishment, he met our panicked gazes with a stern, let me handle this look, reinforcing the message by raising his hands in a stop motion. Shinozaki. You and your perfect timing, right? Yoshigi a snack? I mean, facts. Hey Jules, how's it going? Oh, whoops, I didn't read that. What did it say? Whoa, I didn't expect that. If circumstances were different, this could be the start of a really heartwarming romantic scene. I don't know. I think we're all here for it. Kishinuma grabbed Shinozaki and hugged her tightly. Shinozaki, come back to me. Please. You aren't any of these people. You're Ayumi Shinozaki, damn it. I'm here for this romance, right? I'm fine with it. I just don't want him to die. I fucking love Kishinuma. So warm. Bit by bit, I could see the expression on Shinazaki's face change. Love jump. She's llama! Her crazy possessed sneer gradually gave way to a blank, dazed countenance that then slowly, but surely, began sparking with life once more. Romance is okay, but cannibalism is cooler. I don't want Kishinuma to die, though! This is the trouble. Romantic cannibalism is the best. My Cannibal Romance. Oh no! Oh my god. And though it was never... oh my god. Let's try that again. And though it was nearly imperceptible, I could swear I saw a smile start to form on her lips. And then she bites his face off. Kishinuma? For a few long moments, Shinozaki stared into Kishinuma's eyes. Then, in an instant of realization, her face turned beet red. I recall the phrase, "oh crap," drifting through my head for a split second. And then... what? What the hell are you doing? This poor boy. Ow! What are you trying to pull here? Pervert? Pervert. Oh my god. Okay. Give me just a second to, like... Did her being possessed give her physical strength too? Quite possibly. Slap her back, damn it! Lol. Perfect. Stop! I don't want to say I'm hungover because I'm not, but I'm still just like... I don't know. I'm not fully here right now. The fact that I'm like, you know, we're doing a very reading heavy game today is gonna be interesting. Hermit the Permit. Give me something to drink too. I mean, I've just got water right now. Water and some soda. Yoshiki not being natural blonde. Romantic cannibalism. Okay, I'll drink to that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Shinozaki. I was gonna join your stream last night, but it was 1 a.m. for me. Yeah, no, it was super late, and I just like we went for like four hours or so. We were there for a while. It was great. But that's fair. Cheers, guys. I don't know, I might drink a bit more later. We'll see. What's wrong with you? Shinozaki. You had me really worried there. But, well, I'm glad you're back. Just don't overdo it. I don't know, we're good. Shinozaki! Kishinuma, are you alright? Suzumoto? What are you? Wait, where am I? Shinozaki, what does one say in this situation? Welcome back, I guess? What's going on? Gotta fill this girl in on what just happened. Wow, I have to admit, this all sounds really unlikely even to me. I guess I've been under the influence of this building for quite a while, though. Yeah, let me tell you, you were getting pretty violent there. How did you get in here anyway? This room's been locked since we showed up. I have no idea, but then we are in a building that can change its layout at will. I guess pretty much anything is fair game in these closed spaces. It almost feels like the school takes pleasure in making the most unlikely events happen at random. I suppose when you're dealing with the supernatural, you're already dealing with something that's scientifically unlikely, so best not to rely on logic. You're starting to go over my head here. It almost sounds like I'm talking to your sister. Well, then let's just put it this way. There's no way of knowing what's going to happen in this school. So, listen carefully. We have exactly 3 objectives in here. First, we need to look into the reasons why this place is the way it is. Specifically, we need to find out more about the beings who control it. Then, we need to interact with those beings and try to dig up some means of getting out of here alive. And finally, once we figure that out, we need to actually make it happen. That's pretty much it. Wow, you're in full class rep mode right now. Yep, she sure is. But aren't you forgetting the most important objective, Shinozaki? I think she is. Finding all our friends safe and sound. Oh, yeah, good point. That should be our first step for sure. Once we found Miss Yui, Mochida, and the others, then we can work on the rest. Damn straight. Add Ogasawara's friends to the mix, and we'll be so many strong that nothing can stop us, right? No. Yoshiki, we already found her friends, remember? Remember, they're dead. Hey, remember? He doesn't remember. Right. Let's not get too careless, though. None of this is gonna be easy. Kayshurrr, you okay? No. I'm not okay. Remember your dead friends? No, for real. Hey, remember how they're all dead? You know, we found one's fingers, we found the other one's lower half. Thank you, Ella. I just, like, a part of me gets it. Because, like, I mean, Nana's already kind of shown that she's, not unstable, but easily shook. And so telling her that her friends are dead are kind of, yeah, what about the pit of dead people? That's where the body of the girl who was missing her fingers was. He's too busy thinking about his newly discovered biting fetish. Lol, 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 lol. Yeah, it's like, I get not necessarily being, like, super upfront with her about it, but at the same time, they should start, like, prepping her in regards to accepting the reality that her friends are dead. Anywho. For now, I'd suggest we investigate our surroundings as thoroughly as possible. Leave no stone unturned. And don't give up or give in, no matter what. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm scared to death right now, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. They haven't told her yet, no. As far as she is aware, her friends are fine. And that's not great. Don't worry, we'll be, behind you all the way. We can get through this together, I'm telling you. I think, like, I said it last time as well, but she's gonna find out that all of her friends are dead, and she's gonna succumb to the darkening, and she's probably gonna smush Mayu. And it's not gonna be great. I mean, we will enjoy it, but it just won't be great for the people in that situation. At this, Kishinuma stood up and began scanning his eyes over the nearby shelves. Since we're here anyway, how about we start by checking for clues in this room? It is a reference room, after all. There's bound to be something worthwhile. Let me look. Excuse me. It's a girl's body, seemingly junior or senior high. It's mostly decomposed down to the skeleton at this point. There's a duffel bag on its side next to her with a tracksuit partially hanging out of it. And her student ID name tag is still clearly visible on her uniform. Momijigawa High School. Ao Amano. Oh, that's the girls whose note we found earlier? Again, with the needing to move my mic. There we go. Nothing on this shelf seems particularly relevant. Cool, thanks. That's a waste of my time. Nothing on that shelf seems relevant. Okay. There are numerous scrapbooks on this shelf, and containing various newspapers and newsletter clippings. Is anyone else getting buffer? Oh no! Yeah, it looks like my internet dipped a little bit. Where can I put... Can I move this router here? Does that make it better? No, that made it worse. Please, internet, just function. Hold on just a second. I should probably take my headphones off before I, like, get up from the desk. Can I move that here? Is that better? No. Oh my gosh. Internet, please. If I could just, like, hang it from the ceiling, that would be great. Ugh. How about there? Nope. I swear to God, if it, like, crashes on me, I'm gonna be very upset. Internet, come on. Do I have anything open that I can, like, exit out of? Nope. Is that any better? Nope. Sorry, hang on a second, guys. I apologize immensely about here. That seems a little better. It's at least kind of holding. Okay. We'll roll with that for now. Is it... Okay. I just want to make sure, because, like, I mean, I was getting some, like, severe dips. I'm usually at, like, the 2000 kb per second. And it was down to, like, 400 there for a little bit. And so I wanted to make sure that, like, it was at least better before that. Yeah, it seems to be going back to normal now, or at least more functional now. Okay. If it, as per usual, if it gets to the point that it's, like, unwatchable, let me know and I will try and troubleshoot. I might go nab my mom's hotspot or something. Oh my gosh. That might be. Yeah, we'll roll with this for now. Like I said, just keep me updated if you guys end up noticing a lag at all in our chat. I've got Discord open so you guys can message me there. Seems to be good now. Yeah, it's back up to where it normally is. Aw, look at the llama. The void and baby farts. Seems okay to me. Cool. Just a blip, hopefully. Yeah, it looks like it's fine now. Like I said, I don't like stopping everything to try and deal with it, but I would much rather take care of it while it's still vaguely functional than when it just decides to completely shit out on us. Anywho, one in particular stands out. It's an old school 3-ringed binder filled with articles that are all over 30 years old. 1973, serial kidnapping and murder at Heavenly Host Elementary. That's here, right? There was an article about that in one of the classrooms too, I think. Dashing the hopes and prayers of their concerned parents, 3 of the kidnapped children return home tonight in body bags. Woof. Local police gave an official statement at around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Yuki Kano, 11, Ryo Yoshizawa, 8, and Tokiko Tsuji, 7, previously reported missing, were found dead in a basement room beneath the school. The circumstances behind their murders are still under investigation, and a suspect with ties to the school's teaching staff is in questioning. First responders report a shocking, grisly murder scene and have expressed concerns at even allowing the families of the deceased to see their children. Significant mutilation is said to have occurred, and officials believe the sight of this may exacerbate the already delicate mental states of the bereaved. Blip blep. The llama blep. The sole survivor of this unspeakable crime is 7-year-old Sachiko Shinozaki, who remains in shock from the experience. Her testimony may prove invaluable toward closing this case and putting this horror behind us. However, so police are anxious to question her. Meanwhile, other parents have already begun calling Heavenly Host's safety procedures into question in the wake of this tragedy. Members of the PTA have... There's a snippet from another page as well, which includes photographs of the 3 victims, as well as the lone survivor. I like how vastly different Sachiko's picture is from the kids. Like, nah, there's nothing wrong with this child, it's fine. Oh, these are the children I saw. I've seen them too. I guess they were killed here, so now they've cursed the place or something. It's so horrible to hear what happened to them. I've been looking at them as scary, evil spirits all this time, but really, they're just victims themselves. Be careful, Suzumoto. Compassion can be dangerous in a place like this. It's not unheard of for a spirit to lose its sense of humanity after dying. In other words, these kids aren't necessarily going to play nice with living beings anymore. Now I get it. Good job, Ella. What do you think happened to the murderer? Oh, here we go. They talk about him in this one. Yes? Accused child murderer commits suicide. Oh, it is! Yes. So that's probably like my only complaint about OBS is that sometimes it auto changes the resolution to try and like match whatever the game is. So I'll like have it set up some way and then suddenly it will change. It's like, please don't. Please don't do that. Is that better? Yeah, you just really, really wanted to see Ayumi and Nana, right? Just them. The 32-year-old former teacher believed to have committed the now infamous adolescent kidnappings and murders was found dead early yesterday morning. After being deemed mentally unfit to take responsibility for his actions, he was placed in intensive psychiatric care, but escaped 2 nights ago. The psychiatric ward commissioned a manhunt which culminated in the discovery of his hanged body in the room beneath Heavenly Host Elementary. Near the site of his shocking triple homicide. The cause of death was ruled as strangulation and is strongly believed to be self-inflicted. No, don't apologize! Please let me know when things like that are going on. I try and, like, stay on top of it, but I don't always catch it. So, I appreciate it. As this appears to be a show of remorse previously thought beyond his mental capacity, his psychiatric ward has come under heavy fire since the discovery. Even the murderer killed himself, huh? Guess there's no happy ending for anybody, though the families of the victims were probably glad to see him go. Well, and there's that one girl who was spared too. I was wondering how you knew what dialogue was being said. I was just making it all up. You know, just making it up on the fly. Yeah, no, my streaming software just decided to change resolution on us for no reason. Isn't it kind of strange, though, that there's not one single comment from the survivor's family? Every article is full of commentary from friends and family of the deceased, but there's not a word to be found anywhere about the girl who was spared. I'd assume that was by request to protect their privacy or something. Do newspapers really care about that, though? The mass media is always about chasing scoops, no matter what it takes to get them or who they have to bother. Dr. Tomokichi Fukurai's research records. Mesmer's magnetism. Correspondences with Anna Sprangle? Seraphita, sorry. Malus Maleficarum. Voynich manuscript. Records of psychic phenomena, letters to and from magic societies, classic mystery novels? Not your typical elementary school reading material. There are no serial numbers or library cards or anything on them, though, so they're probably not the school's. That's true. Maybe these were brought in by other victims who got trapped here. Actually, it looks like there's a name stamp on most of these. Kibiki? Is that how you read this kanji? Wait, Kibiki? Wow, you're right. I recognize that name. You know the paranormalist Naho Sainoki? Kaokubiki is her mentor. He's a journalist. So that means Mr. Kibiki is in here too, I guess. But why? Reasons. Well, I assume that's everything in there. I wonder how much time has passed since we got here. I don't know if I can trust my cell phone clock in a place like this. That's a good point. If space is being changed around randomly, there's no reason to believe the same thing isn't happening to time. I trust my stomach though, and it's telling me that dinner time has already come and gone, and now it's about when good boys and girls would go to bed. I have to admit, I am hungry. Maybe we should add finding food to your list, Shinozaki. But for now, I think it's about time we found a nice cozy spot to sit and rest for a while. I think I'd like that, as I'm really, really tired. Not so tired that I'm worried about getting possessed or anything, but tired enough. Are you just taking me somewhere, game? And so the four of us headed to the safest spot we could think of, settling in for a bit to help calm our spirits and refresh our bodies. Almost immediately, both Kishinuma and Shinozaki sat down, closed their eyes, and fell fast asleep. Understandable, considering what they'd just experienced. Aww, look at them! Out like a light, both of them. They must be exhausted. Kishinuma went through a great deal of turmoil to save Ayumi after all. Aren't you tired too? I am, but I just can't bring myself to sleep. My mind keeps racing, wondering what Nari and the others are doing right now. I feel like I need to be ready to run after them at a moment's notice. I know just where you're coming from. I get the same way when I think about Shig. I wish I could see his face right now, you know? Nana, what happened to your legs? I felt a chill in my stomach as soon as I saw them. They were the same bruise-like markings around Nana's slender thighs that I'd seen before, but they'd become much darker in color. They looked pink originally, as if she'd just rubbed her skin up against something, but now they were a deep, dark purple, the color of grapes. Are you alright? Does it hurt? Excuse you, music. You mean the bruises? They've been there since before. Yeah, but they're darker now. Oh, you're right. What a weird color. What's happening? Why are you so calm about that? It probably just changed color over time from the blood rushing to the surface. I doubt it's anything to worry about. Sorry. I just hope it doesn't leave a scar. True. You do have beautiful legs after all. Mayu, that's... Oh, please. No, I don't. I'm jealous. You're so thin and gorgeous. If I were as tall as you, Shig and I would sure look a lot more natural together. Is he your boyfriend? Nothing quite like that. I guess you could say he's just a really important person to me. He always stands by me, accepts me for who I am despite all my flaws, and always supports me in whatever I choose to do, while constantly berating me and telling me I'm stupid. Mayu! Get a better boy. He sounds wonderful. Yeah, I'm not just saying this because we're in the same drama club, but he's like some kind of prince. Though, if you ask Kishinuma, he's an evil wizard. Hey Daniel, how's it going? Kishinuma has a thing for Ayumi, doesn't he? Oh, does that bother you? Are you taking an interest, perhaps? No, nothing like that. We're doing good. Tired and... yeah, mostly just tired. I stayed up way too late last night and... kind of hungover. Not terribly so, but... yeah. Sorry, I had to ask. Actually, Kishinuma's got it pretty rough. He's got a rival for Shinozaki's affection. But they look so cute together. They are a lot alike in many ways, particularly in their complete inability to be honest about how they feel. I'll bet it's a lot like you when you're with Morishige, isn't it? Oh, come on. I already told you, it's not like that with us. Though, I guess I really don't know how to classify the way I feel. I mean, when I do finally see Shig, how should I react? What do I want him to do? Do I want him to pull me into his arms like Kishinuma did with Shinozaki? Or do I just want him to pat me on the head and tell me I did good? I guess I won't really know until the time comes. If it comes. It'll come. Just like it did for Kishinuma and Ayumi. Thanks. I hope Mochida is able to reunite with Yuka and Nakashima too. And Miss Yui and Shinohara. We'll all meet up and go back home and properly exchange that photo we took together after the culture festival. I really want to see my friends too. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've just been talking about myself all this time. I think... I want to go scout around for them real quick. I have to go to the bathroom anyway. Don't do it! You're gonna die! By yourself? Isn't that dangerous? I'll only be gone for a moment. Don't do it. I guess thinking about her friends got her all worked up. She probably just couldn't sit still any longer. Suzumoto? Kishinuma, you're awake? Shouldn't you go with her, just to be safe? Famous last words 101, right though? I probably should. You stay here and keep an eye on Shinozaki. Thanks, I will. If anything happens, just yell real loud, okay? I'll smack Shinozaki till she's awake and the two of us will come running. Never split the party! This is gonna be terrible! Oh my gosh. Okay, the hallways are pretty dark, so I think I'm gonna borrow one of her candles. Just be careful. Once you find Ogasawara, you two come right back here, you got it? Oh, no. The bathroom felt empty. There was no indication of Nana's presence whatsoever. Maybe we passed one another without realizing it? No! Nana! What's wrong, Nana? Yikes! The sound that echoed through the hall was like that of a butcher slicing up a large chunk of meat, bone and all. And the sound was accompanied by the dimly lit figure of Nana sprawled out on the ground in front of me. Hello, Lee! Or rather, part of Nana. It was really just the top half of her body, severed cleanly at the thigh. Her legs were completely gone. She didn't need them anyway. And the worst part is, she was still fully alert and aware. Mr. Trebek will take stupid ideas for 200 points. Oh, my legs! My legs! Nana! This grisly sight was too much for me to handle. I became weak in the knees and fell backwards, landing on my butt. I couldn't move. As weak in the knees as she is, though? That's the real question. Mayu. It hurts. It hurts my legs. My legs. Mom spaghetti. Nana was bending and contorting her back and writhing on the ground as if struggling to escape the pain and the fear. I wanted to help her, but I had no idea what I could do. Nothing had ever prepared me for a situation like this. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't even think. Mayu, you gotta go. Mayu, you gotta get up and go. You gotta go. The sight of Nana's squirming body, gushing blood every which way, was burning itself into my mind, and it was the most frightening thing I'd ever seen. Nana needs to step up. Just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Nana. It hurts! It hurts! I could sense the presence of another person in the shadows just behind Nana's torso. Who was it? The darkness was all-encompassing past a certain point, giving only the vaguest notion of a human silhouette within the inky black void. Who's there? That's the locker room. No, wait, it's not. Where is this? What's back there? Is that the door that wasn't opening earlier? That door should have led into the pool locker room, but the lighting, or lack of it, was completely wrong. Okay, never mind. Tricky question. What is loud enough for the other idiots to come and help? Right. I think they're... No, okay, so we're all on the first floor, so I don't know... And we're just down the hall from him. That's a good fucking question. Because at first I was like, well, we're on a different floor, but that's where the bathroom was. This is back where, like, close to where we were earlier. Woof. There was also an indescribable foul odor wafting out from within, so powerful and revolting that I felt like I could never leave my senses again. Needed to invite Skrillex. Drop that bass! And whatever being was lurking in the shadows of that horrible room was getting closer to me, step by step. I like that draggy noise. Surprise, it's actually Pyramid Head. I still couldn't make out a single feature, but frankly, I didn't want to. His existence alone was threatening enough. Whoever this was, I could sense his shadow posturing itself over Nana's head as if preparing to swallow it whole. Like a crocodile. In fact, the shadow was beginning to resemble a crocodile more and more. Was this even a person? Dude goes, sorry, my bad, wrong game. Ah, shit, you're not James. I gotta go. And suddenly I feel sick. I wonder why. Sorry, buddy. Stop! Please stop! The figure was now fully visible. It was indeed a person. I think. He grabbed Nana by the head, then turned and began dragging her into that horrid room. She was clearly nearing death, as it took everything she had to scream in protest. Her voice was getting weaker, and her writhing less pronounced. I couldn't even imagine how painful it must be to have one's severed body slowly dragged across the floor, exposed side down. Nana, stand up for yourself! Oh no! It would be bad enough just having my head held in that massive, filthy grip. No, grip isn't the right word. It was really more like a bite. Mayu, do we need to go over, like, human anatomy? I'm sorry, I can't believe I made that joke myself. It was very good. I support it. It was a very good joke, Ella. God, no! No! Save me, please! Mayu! Ella has joined the dark side. Is this because he hates puns, and we need more ways to annoy him? Like planks? No! These were the Yikes! These were the panicked primal screams of a person's last moment on Earth. It's a sound no one should ever have to hear, much less produce. And once you hear it, it's the kind of thing you'll be hearing again for the rest of your life. Nothing can ever wipe it from your memory. It stays with you. Yeah, Yuli. It's Nana's death. I sat there dumbfounded, so disturbed that I could barely breathe, and watched the slow slither of Nana's body as she disappeared into the unknown. It only took a few seconds for her to vanish into blackness, but those were the longest few seconds of my life. And I thought the high school was hard. And once she was gone, only a wide swath of blood remained, tracing her path down the hall and across that hellish threshold. Nana, I have to go save her. Do you, though? Help! Help! Well, Emmy, you missed Nana crawling around without her legs. Now she belongs to the darkness now. That's what I'm saying. Mayu! Nana! Gathering all my courage, I ran at full speed toward the black void, but found no room to enter. Beyond the door was nothing more than a solid wall. What? No! Where is she? Where was she taken? Mayu! It was just as Shinozaki had said. Right before my eyes, a human being was pulled into a space that simply no longer existed. Pulled out of reality. Lee made me this way. And yet, I could still hear her. If I were Mayu, I would have to say, new phone, who dis? Well, I'm glad your coffee is good. Lee made me join the dark side. No! I can't even describe how frightened I was. All I could do was scream and take off running away from there. Anywhere else was preferable. Why am I going this way? Nana isn't this way. She's behind me. I need to go back. Mayu, there's nothing you can do for her. Just move on. I need to save her. I need to save Nana. But I'm just getting further and further away from her. I trained to be a barista, so I can make the perfect coffee. I want to make you guys one. I'm here for it. No, I can't. I just can't. It's just not possible. No, only one. Pant, splutter, cough, pant. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Nana. I couldn't do anything to save you. What do I say to Kishinuma and Shinozaki? We were just talking with her, and now look what's happened. Her legs were torn right off, right along the lines of those bruises. Ugh, diabetes coffee. No thank you. Wait, the bruises. I think we're putting it together that is how she died in a previous iteration of the school. That was at least my assumption from the get-go, and I think that, you know, falls in line, considering she just had her legs ripped off. Nana was sliced up in the exact spots where she had those marks. And I mean, let's be real. Seiko had the burn mark on her neck, and Mayu has that, like, you know, terrible, awful bruise on her belly. It just confirms that some of these people will die no matter what. Sorry, but where the fuck are the other idiots? Chillin' playing Smash? Yes. Yeah, Seiko had the bruises on her neck. And I have markings just like that on my stomach, but that doesn't mean anything, right? It's just a coincidence, right? Coffee cake. What is wrong with me? Worrying about myself at a time like this. But I can't help it. I opened my compact mirror and hesitantly brought it down to my abdomen, lifting my shirt and loosening my skirt a bit to get a better look. Oh god, no! Yikes. I didn't have to look very hard. The color of the bruise on my abdomen had darkened significantly. It was far more pronounced now, practically pulsating in purplish red. It looked more like some kind of demented crest than that had surfaced from deep inside my body. Do you like cinnamon nutmeg in your coffee cake? Yes. Is there anything else you are supposed to put in it? I mean, I felt like those were staples in coffee cake. It's darker, more clearly outlined, and it looks bigger now too. What is this? Why is it here? It's just a bruise, right? I'm sure it'll go away on its own over time if I leave it be. Maybe it's just here, but I rarely find ones with the spices in it. What? I just kept telling myself that it would go away on its own. It was nothing. And I was starting to believe it. Feeling somewhat placated, I lifted the mirror up and prepared to shut it and put it away when I caught a quick glimpse of my face. It's what's his butt standing behind her. He's gonna shove that fucking hammer through her belly. Yeah. What are those? Big old... Yeah, Yoshikazu's his name, but like, what the... Whatever. I saw fear. I saw sadness. Sledgehammer, thank you. I saw defeat, but I also saw something else. Oh, we got bruises on our face now, too! No. At first, I doubted my eyes, but I wasn't seeing things. Nor was it a smudge on the mirror. It was another discolored bruise, just like the one on my abdomen. It was nowhere near as dark, but it was definitely there. And given enough time, it would probably get a lot darker. Why? Why? When did I get this? Maybe it's just dirty. Maybe I just need to wipe it off. I tried spit shining it away with my finger, but all that did was make it wet. And each time I pressed down on it, the surrounding skin would turn white, creating greater contrast and making it stand out more. It wasn't going away. It wasn't going away. And if it just kept darkening... These bruises are horrifying, right? I might wind up like Nana. No, please! No! No! Torn apart at the seams. Oh, Mayu! Suzumoto, what's wrong? I thought I heard you scream. No luck in finding Okosawara. Where the fuck were you guys? I don't like that at all. We'll help you search. Suzumoto? No, stay back! I took a step away from them, despite myself. What's going on? Please, just stay back. Nothing's going on, I swear. Did something happen? Did you see something in your compact? It's nothing. I didn't see anything. I'm fine. I'm fine. Bye. No, I couldn't let them see me like that. I didn't want them to see that hideous bruise. Wait, Suzumoto! Suzumoto! Bye. Don't let her go, right? She gone. What do I do? What do I do? I'm running again. But where? Where am I going? I have to get rid of this. If I don't... If I can't, then I'll wind up like Nana. Yikes! This is not where you want to be, Mayu! I have to hurry. I have to find some way of making this go away. Has she got any healing potions handy? Where is she going to? Where is she from? Where did Mayu go? Cotton Eye Joe, no! Why? I have to hurry. I have to find a way of making this go away. I had some concealer in my makeup bag. Maybe I could hide it? There we go. Can't see it at all now. All I have to do is get some sleep, and when I wake up, that bruise will be gone. I know it will. I seriously hate that song. Everyone does. Yeah, I was getting all worked up over nothing. It was just a little mark on my face after all. Probably just a result of all the stress I've been feeling here. Once things calm down, it would go away for sure. Can I leave this room? Oh, it won't let me. I don't remember closing the door. It wouldn't open. And it wasn't like it was locked. Rather, it felt almost as if somebody were holding it closed with superhuman strength. Ah, bye-bye, Mayu. Suddenly, I realized why. The door was wrapped multiple times over with thin black threads. How had I not noticed this a moment ago? What the? Is this human hair? I looked at it a bit more closely and concluded without question that that's exactly what it was. I felt an unpleasant heat radiating all along my back muscles, across my entire spine. I was being watched. There was some sort of moist, lukewarm presence in the room with me, and slowly but surely, I could sense it moving. Who's there? Who's behind me? I have something to do. I'll be back in. Definitely not scared. Oh, okay, Daniel. Whatever you say, buddy. This room. It was a little girl wearing a red dress. Probably a first or second grader. Feels like a bab. We can't split up. Don't split the party. Well, Daniel's dead. Rip. Her skin was as pale as pottery, contrasting with her lacquer-like hair, and she looked somehow familiar. This is the girl from the newspaper who survived the murders. Sachiko Shinozaki. But that can't be right. That happened over 30 years ago. This room is so lifeless. I know what it needs. A human autopsy model. I want to dissect a human. What? Have you come to play with us again? Please, no! Bye-bye, Mayu. Thank you for the bits, Lee. I appreciate it. Something was dripping onto the back of my hand. Are these tears? That's what I thought at first, anyway. If I'd started to cry, I wasn't aware, but considering what I was going through, it wouldn't have been surprising in any way. I wonder just how much I'd cry since getting sealed and up in this godforsaken place. Thank you for the bits, Daniel. Are we just gonna have a yes-no war going on in the chat? Probably more than I'd ever cried before in my entire life. But these weren't tears, were they? Was it blood then? Did these children do something to me? Sure enough, I reached up and touched my face, and my finger came in contact with something sticky. Something sticky and red. Yes or no what, though? What is the question? Taking a cyberpunk break to eat? So I'm here. Welcome, Tad! You're just in time for Mayu to explode. Berry jam. What did you do to me? We didn't do anything. Sachiko's answer was cold and disinterested, and came accompanied with a crooked, wry smile. What do I mean? What do I mean? She was just a child, yet one glance from her made every hair on my body stand on end. She'll get better, probably. She'll be fine. How about you take a look in the mirror? We'll wait. Just for a little bit, though. Stretch redemption from Daniel. Thank you, buddy. If she's gonna be this evil, she might as well admit it already, to be honest. No, you gotta play it the entire time. Gotta just stick with it. Oh, God. Oh, my back just popped. It's great. Okay. Yeah. Yes, definitely a good pop, though. Sachiko's face somehow made me feel as if there might be two sides to her. One gentle and one not. But regardless of which I was dealing with here, I wasn't about to go against her recommendation. I was legitimately curious myself. Playing, right? She's not evil, she's just playing. Okay. So, I took out my compact, opened it, and... Why? No, please. The bruise I'd concealed with makeup had sprung back to the surface once again, though it could hardly be called a bruise anymore. My skin had literally split open from inside, and blood was beginning to seep out through the pinkish fissure, bead by bead. No, this can't be happening. It can't be. No! It's happening, that's all you. If you hadn't fought it, you might have been able to die quickly. But you're going to die. You're going to be torn open along those cracks on your belly. Yikes! Mayu! The bruise along my stomach and abdomen had followed suit, splitting open and dripping dark red blood everywhere. At this point, I'd completely lost my ability to think or reason. I was a goner and I knew it. What's worse than dying in an instant by getting smashed against a wall? Getting slowly, carefully torn apart. That's what. Oh, Kitty Trio update. Tad, now? Give me just a second and I'll give you an update on all the kitty cats. Time to begin the autopsy, everyone! No, please! Stay away! Stay away! Yeah, I was a goner. I couldn't fight it. Somewhere deep in the pit of my soul, I knew there was no way out. This unimaginably cruel fate was predestined. I couldn't escape it. Look, I just got here. I gotta know how them kitties doing. This is what Kaysh's gonna be like when she works in the morgue. This is what I was like when I worked in a morgue. It was great. It was a lot of fun. It was a good thing I pretty much always worked by myself. Oh, sure, I tried to run. I squirmed and resisted with every last bit of strength I had, but fate had me by the ankle, and it wasn't about to let go. I don't know, it can still be pretty fun. If only I could force myself to lose consciousness, maybe I could avoid the unbearable agony that I knew was coming. But sadly, I wasn't that strong-willed. In a sing-song voice, right? Oh no! I could feel the hands of children all over my body, coming from virtually every direction, and they were really digging. I will give y'all an update on the cats in a minute! You can't just stop me mid-death scene! It hurts! It hurts! Wow, I feel like this is very loud. I will oh my god, okay. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. We'll do the kitty update now. I'm not doing it 3 times though. You guys are the worst! Oh my gosh, is that... I still feel like that's way too loud. But that could just be me. Oh, that's because our darkening got to 100%. Whoops. Alright. All the kitty cats are doing fantastic. No, I'll give them the update. You can wait for your death. Delete. Music was a bit loud, but meh, okay. I can fix that, because I thought it was way too loud. Go to 35? I know. It happens. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, they're all doing really, really great. We have moved Lamia onto her chunky wet food, and she is enjoying it. It took her a little bit to figure it out, but she has got it, so progress on that front. Let's see. Farley's over on the couch, just sleeping. I don't know if you can, see him over there. Just upside down. She's eating it all again? Yes, she's eating all of her wonderful little wet food. For a little bit, she was, like, just licking up the wet portion of it and leaving the chunks, but she figured out how to eat it, so she's good. But yeah, Farley's over there, upside down, and sleeping on the couch. And Devo has not been around too much over the last couple of days. When he has been around, he's just been super cute and snuggly, and... Sorry, we're... How do you... Nope, that was the wrong way. I know how to work a camera. But they're all doing very, very good. Devo was sleeping on the bed earlier with me, when I woke up this morning. Lamia wasn't too happy about it, but, you know, she can get over it. So, yeah. I'm not that- No, I have updated you on the cats, Tad! I don't know what more you want from me. They're all super wonderful and they love you, and I'll post lots and lots of pictures of them in the Discord later on. It'll be great. So yeah, that's the kitty cat update. You absolute lunatics. Sound-wise, is that better? Or is it still too loud? Oh, sound is good. Fantastic. Alright, let's just watch Mayu get torn apart. It's gonna be great. I'm dying! Save me! Shig! Make more things for me to spend my points on. If you have suggestions for things that we can do for redemption, let me know. Shig. Your dear Shig won't be coming to your rescue. No chance. No hope. Oh my, this is kind of, it's just children playing with dead things. That's fine. I was seized with a pain unlike anything I'd ever even imagined possible before. I couldn't talk, couldn't move, couldn't even think. It's the ghost strawberry jam massage. Oh no. It sounds great, but it's real sticky. That sounds miserable. I felt like my head was going to explode under the pressure of the millions of nerves all telling my brain just how much every part of my body hurt. And it didn't stop. Every moment it grew worse and worse. Then I began to drift away. What an awful stink! Let's decorate the wall, or maybe the hallway outside with our new autopsy model. Sticky. The school is getting livelier all the time. Sachiko's voice sounded like it was far in the distance. It was then that I realized the agony I'd been feeling had changed. It was no longer pain, but chill. I didn't hurt anymore. I was just cold. So cold that I couldn't even feel my body. It's called shock, Mayu. You have gone into shock. Okay, but that doesn't make sense. They only decorate the walls with the impact of death, usually. And I can't read that, so... I can't read it, I'm so sorry! Something about Shig! Mayu, you're dying because you have terrible taste in men. White text on white background, brilliant. It's because we got that stupid glitch. I don't want to die yet, blah blah blah. Oh, okay. All the typical I'm dying and everything sucks. Ever thought of reinstalling the game? Yes, but so part of the issue is that I have in all the forums that I've read, people have talked about reinstalling, like deleting it and reinstalling it, but there's like a corruption in the save file itself, so I would have to delete my save file and start all over again in order to fix this particular bug. Yeah, so I might do that after this next week, since I, you know, won't have school anymore and we'll have more time to do it, but I don't know, we might also just cope. Yeah, it's super dumb. Like, I tried to figure out how to fix it. I tried the beta hack as well, where I tried some of the beta versions that they have, and none of them worked. It didn't fix the issue at all. And so, yeah, the only solution that I have found that has worked across the board is uninstalling the game and deleting your save files. And I'm just like, nah. But hey, we finished the second chapter. Go us. Ew. Cool. We are gonna take a short break. Hey, I got 2 achievements. The Price of Dice and Momijigawa Monitor. I don't want to do the soulful testimonies. I mean, if it's just the voice actor stuff, we can do that, like, at the end of the game. I'm not super invested in it, though, honestly. But regardless, if everyone is interested in hearing the soulful testimonies, we'll go through it. So y'all can deliberate about that for the time being, but I need to take a quick break. I need to go potty. Excuse me. BRB. Okay. Thank you, game. Farts? How you doing, big boy? You wanna say hi? Come here. Ugh. Big big giant child. Oh! What is going on? Feels when you don't get the ad and sit here patiently waiting. Yeah. I mean, it's mostly so that people, like, who aren't subs don't have to deal with them, like, while we're actually playing. So, better to do it during an actual break that we have, than, you know, making everyone miss stuff. But yeah, you get to sit here and listen to all the music. Passes out water and snacks. Thank you, Emmy. Shadow Sands, hello, welcome. Don't stress eat. I'm already eating dinner. Would it still be a snack or would it just become part of the dinner? Probably part of the dinner. Well, yeah. Aside, maybe. So yeah, did anyone, like, were other people interested in listening to the Soulful? I'm Shadow Boy 1000, the guy who rated you. Oh, okay, cool. No, I do remember, vaguely. I recognize the username. Hello, welcome. Since it's not story relevant, we'll check it out, probably, like, once we're all done with all of them. Like I said, I'm more interested in just, like, what's going on. I need to know who we're gonna murder next. So if everyone's cool with that, we're gonna do that. Oh, Mochida. Hello. Hold on just a second. Gotta prep my next thing of water. Because I'm drinking a lot. So you like horror games, every horror game ever created. I mean, that would take a long time, but, you know. I just instantly get flashbacks to every, like, fucking concert and festival I've ever been to. Oh, you're wearing a Tool shirt? Name 3 songs by Tool. Every horror game, huh? Flashbacks to Ghostmaster. No! Tad, we gotta get you help for that. Is that a 23? Or is it 33? Do you like FNAF? I love FNAF. I appreciate FNAF. And all the stuff that it does. I dipped out of it for a while just because it felt so repetitive. But I am pretty excited about the new Five Nights that's coming out. What is it? Whichever one has, like, glam rock Freddy in it. Oh, hey, I'm her. Hello, Andrew. Welcome. Mr. Yamazaki's handwriting is atrocious. This really wasn't my day. I knocked over my alarm clock this morning, and of course it stopped working. When FNAF came out, I was a night shift security officer. Yup. 7th game? Oh my god. Is that how many that's come out? Yikes! The very last pork sandwich sold out right before my eyes during lunch, and I was roped into a favor when I happened upon my homeroom teacher, Mr. Yamazaki, long after the school day had ended. So now, like it or not, I was on my way to deliver some notes to Miss Yui, our homeroom TA, who was out sick with a cold. I'll have to make sure I apologize to Yuka later. I know how disappointed she'll be that I'm missing our shopping date. She can deal with it. That had been a fun 2 weeks. Tenjin 523, number 11. Found it! As long as this doesn't actually read 633, number 77 anyway. I stopped and compared the memo in my hand with the apartment building in front of me. It was 2 stories tall and looked a little on the shabby side. Probably about 20 years old. God, this is very difficult to read. It didn't seem very solid, nor was it particularly stylish or chic. It was a completely unremarkable structure in every way. Well, I'm sorry not everyone can live in ridiculous houses, Satoshi. Jesus. Apartment 207. Or is it 201? I was really getting fed up with this handwriting, and from a teacher no less. In any case, it seemed certain the apartment was on the 2nd floor, so I trudged up the startlingly narrow, steep stairs. The metal staircase was thoroughly blotched with patches of rust. At least you didn't work at like a kid's pizza place, Emmy. The metal staircase was thoroughly blotched with patches of rust. Why would someone live in such a rundown apartment building? Because we can't all afford mansions, Satoshi! Are teachers' salaries really that low? I felt a little sorry for her, but in a way, this place kind of fit her personality. Wow! This child! With that thought in mind, I turned my attention toward apartment 201. Here we are, 201. Yeah, this doesn't look like Miss Yui's place. The door plate from for the room nearest the stairs had a name I didn't recognize scribbled on it. Guess that means we tried door number 2. Passing room 201, I continued down the narrow walkway toward the end. Wandering alone around an apartment building I'd never been to before made me feel kinda nervous. Why? Because people are gonna think you're a fucking delinquent? It wasn't like I was doing anything wrong, but my back still tensed up as I maneuvered around piled up strollers, plastic toys, and bundles of newspapers. And then finally I arrived at the last door. Bingo! This was it. I breathed a sigh of relief. The door plate for apartment 207 read, Shishido. For an adult's handwriting especially, the letters were rounded and overly cutesy. This was Miss Yui's place, alright. What's this? I leaned in to read something written in small script on the corner of the door plate. Beware of cat. Shouldn't that be beware of dog? That's Miss Yui for you. So how exactly does one beware a house cat? Is it even possible for a house cat to be threatening? Yes! At any rate, I confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt that this was Miss Yui's place, so my errand was nearing its end. What was Mr. Yamazaki thinking anyway? I understand taking handouts to sick classmates, but delivering class notes to the home of an absent teacher? That just seems weird. This isn't something a student should be doing. He'd said he was busy with meetings, though, and really needed one of his students to help him out. But was it really okay to entrust a school student with confidential class notes? Wouldn't it be kind of a problem if I were to read these? My mind kept drifting from one question to another, and I'd become acutely aware of the inherent value in these notes I held in my bag. But tempting as it was, I just couldn't bring myself to look at them. This is why he sent you, Satoshis, because you're goody two-shoes, but you're kind of mean. Mr. Yamazaki put his faith in me after all. And I was stronger than that. I couldn't let this get the best of me. At any rate, I was here. I should have just been able to drop off the notes and be on my way. Putting all my doubts and misgivings aside, I rang the doorbell. And then I waited. And waited. And waited some more. But there were no answers. It did ring, didn't it?
Yui-sensei!
Miss Yui! I rang the bell again and also tried calling out. But there was still no response. She's dead. What should I do? Maybe she's sleeping. I don't want to wake her, but I am a little concerned. Just put it through the mailbox and go home. When we'd heard that Miss Yui was staying home sick today, we were all pretty disappointed. That's why part of me was actually a little happy that I was asked to run these over to her. I figured I'd be able to check in, see how she was doing, and let everyone at school know if she was feeling better. It never occurred to me that I might not be able to see her, though.
Yui-sensei!
Miss Yui!
Yui-sensei!
Miss Yui! Nothing. Huh? Miss Yui?
Yui-sensei!
Hello? She was probably sleeping or out at the doctor's. Or something, but what if she were hurt? I tried opening the mail slot and peeking in. Oh, hi, Lamia. I thought maybe I could get a glimpse of the room inside. Miss Yui. It felt kind of wrong peeking into someone's house without their permission. Then just put the notes through and go! Oh my god. But I was legitimately worried about Miss Yui's health, so my conscience was clear on this one. Key cat! Ah! Oh! The cat. A well-groomed cat was facing the door and staring back at me. With its head tilted slightly to the side, it let out an adorable meow. This must be the cat I was instructed to beware. And since Miss Yui was always going on and on about her little buddy, I was pretty sure I remembered his name. You're... Moret, right? Oh no, it's Monet, I think. Yeah, Monet. What a pretty kitty you are, Monet. Miss Yui talked about her cat a lot in class, so pretty much the whole school had heard of him. She even had some tins of cat food hidden on a shelf in the classroom, probably because she'd bought too much and had no room for it in her apartment. Here, kitty kitty. Monet? Monet? Is Miss Yui home? If she's home, would you mind waking her up for me? That's a good kitty. Ella. Yeah, didn't think that would work. My shoulders sank. I felt defeated. What the hell was I doing? Closed the mail slot and stood back up. Damn, I sure hope Miss Yui's alright. She's probably just out right now or something. Which would mean the door's locked, I'm sure. You're not gonna try and open it, are you? Lost in the speculation, I placed my hand on the doorknob. Mochida, no! You can't just do that! Kitty, aw. Cat looks like he knows something yeeted out. No! I want to pet it, right? I just want to pet all the kitty cats. And with a quick twist, I turned it and pushed on the door, opening it easily. Huh? Okay, she just wants to pet and steal the kitty, no big deal. Mr. Trueback, I'm gonna take breaking and entering for 150 points. Crap, that's not good! I can't let Monet get out. No, but this is the problem! Like... Your master is pretty careless, huh? Leaving the door unlocked like that? Monet's whiskers twitched as I called out to him from the entranceway. What's that, you say? She purrs. No! I'm getting flashbacks to the nunnery game. Yikes! You and I are on the same page, Monet. Here I was talking to a cat. Was this what I had become? He's not kitten, no! What should I do? I was feeling pretty uneasy. Yeah, you just broke into your teacher's house! Not only had I peeped into someone's home, I'd walked in without a second thought. Noodle arms. It's a good game. Would recommend everyone play it at some point. Moreover, this was where Miss Yui lived. Alone. In other words, a woman's apartment. No matter how many times I reminded myself that I was here to, on an errand, I couldn't help feeling that I had not only crossed the line, but leaped over it. You had! You've all broken into our teacher's house at least once. Can't say that I ever have, Tad. Miss Yui! I tried calling her name one last time, but as expected, there was no answer. He's gonna, like, walk in on her in the bathroom or something, and it's gonna be horrible, and I hate everything about this right now. So, what now? I was trying hard to avoid being too nosy, but... Hey, leave that alone. What are you doing, Stinky? Do you say hi, Llama? No, you just want your food. But my eyes inevitably began surveying the room. The apartment entrance led out immediately into the kitchen, and beyond that, there was a sliding door to some other room. I could see light through the gaps. I strained my ears, but there was nothing to hear. No signs of life whatsoever. I'm gonna take Y for 300 points. Miss Yui really must have been out. One more time. I tried calling out to her one more time, just to put my concerns at ease. Felt like I'd seem even more suspicious if I stayed silent. Miss Yui, it's Mochida! Still nothing. Maybe she was asleep on the other side of that door. Let's just have a little look-see then. Wait. Shaking my head furiously, I cast out that sudden impulse. That was a terrible idea, pure and simple. Entering the apartment unannounced is bad enough, but walking all the way in, opening that sliding door and peeking inside, that was just too much. Man, if Miss Yui happened to come home and find me standing here, I'd be in pretty hot water, huh? Just go to school, damn it, right? No, scratch that. I'd be in plentiful, dense, scalding water. Leave now, please. Uh-huh! Monet mewed, as if in agreement. Panicking, I once again surveyed my surroundings. I almost felt like there were eyes on me, staring with disdain. But of course, nobody was there. What was that noise? Oh, right. I can just leave a note. Wondering why I didn't think of that sooner, I dug into my bag for some paper and a pen. Mr. Yamazaki asked me to come by. That should be enough, right? I'll just use some notebook paper. Let's see. Miss Yui. Crouching in the doorway, I ran my pen across the page. I brought class notes at Mr. Yamazaki's behest. Everyone has been worried about you. Hi! Do you want to say hello? Come here. Hi! Oh, look, it's Lamia. Speaking of kitty cats, are you just gonna... Hi, how you doing? Can I put you in my lap? Will you accept that? Here, let's... I see a little white art belly. A little kitty cat. Boop, boop, boop. Hi, sweetheart. Here. Can you sit here? Be a good girl? Yeah? She's a good kid. Sorry about barging into your apartment. Please don't forget to lock your door from now on. Hi! She just wants all the pets right now. As I was writing the note, I sensed a presence in front of me. Until just a moment ago, this house had no signs of human life in it. But now I could feel someone standing directly ahead. Posture check. Thank you, buddy. And hydrate. I can do that. Well, the real trick is not dropping Lamia while I do any of that. Hi! Yeah, you're just a snuggle bug, aren't you? Woo! Oh, that one's almost empty, too. Now that bottle's empty. Hi! Don't look at me like that, kitten. Let's see. Standing and looking down at me. Huh? Fidgeting nervously, I put down my pen, raised my head slowly, and saw a white, slender ankle. Shocked, I shot my head up and... What? I don't know what that says. Standing before me was Miss Yui. Miss Yui? Oh, poor thing. She was looking right at me, but she seemed decidedly out of sorts. Her hair looked disheveled, and her gaze was unsteady, and her pajamas were, in quite a disarray. She was like a completely different person from the usual Kempt, educator we'd come to know and love. It COVID. Oh no! Miss Yui, I'm so sorry to have entered your apartment without permission. I stood up frantically and held out the note I'd been writing. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Can you not? Lamia! Okay. But... Huh? Miss Yui was just standing there, stupefied, with a completely vacant expression on her face. Thank you for the clip, Emmy. Miss Yui? I called out to her, as gently as I could, but she was really dazed. She seemed almost like a... I don't know. Like a zombie? Miss Yui's adorable. I want her panda top to go with my panda PJ bottoms. I approve of this. She is precious, though. I love her. I had a sudden uneasy feeling. Worried, I walked up to Miss Yui, grabbed her hands, and tried to snap her out of it by shaking her. But instead, she hacks up in my face and then I die. This just seemed to, muster up a cough. Oh, poor thing. Hey, Miss Yui. These were wet, productive coughs, and spit was shooting out of Miss Yui's nose? With each one. Or mouth. Frantically tried to, I don't know. To shake my face from the spray? Move my face from the spray? Sexy description, Satoshi, thank you. Right, shield. Shield, thank you. But my reaction was, this fucking sucks! My reaction wasn't quick enough. I put a hand to her cheek and found it thick. Oh my god. And found it thick with a slimy film of saliva. Are you okay, Miss Yui? You probably shouldn't be touching her. Let's be real. Miss Yui hobbled back a little bit, then fell to her knees with a thud. She had completely sprawled out in the hallway, moaning and groaning the whole time. Miss Yui. Wiping the spatterings from my own face, I leaned over and took a better look at hers. It was bright red. Strained breathing, a stuffy nose, and a visible high fever on top of it. She was sick as could be. I'm cold. Cold, but you're dripping with sweat. It's cold. I thought maybe her sweat would cool her down, but then realized her disheveled pajamas certainly weren't doing her any favors. With heart pounding, a mile a minute, and face red as a traffic light, I set about buttoning her up. Oh, Jesus. Miss Yui, you know who this is, right? It's Mochida from school. Hmm? If you're cold, you need to keep under your covers. Otherwise, you won't get better. She absentmindedly, extended her shaking arms like a zombie, slowly reopened her eyes, and looked up at me. It was the gaze of a severely fevered mind. Miss Yui, Tsukasa. What? Oh no. Oh no! Ah! Tsukasa! Miss Yui was clinging to me tightly. I couldn't move. I was frozen in shock. She began to weep. You've come for me, Tsukasa? Who's Tsukasa? Call a doctor, right? What a lovely surprise. I'm so glad you're here. Miss Yui, wait! You've got the wrong person! It seemed like I wasn't getting through to her at all. And the sensation of her chest as she held me was making it virtually impossible to fight her grip. How? I was utterly powerless against this opponent. Oh my god. I never realized before just how soft a woman's chest really was. Satoshi, no! God, am I that weak-willed? Yes. I had to remind myself that Miss Yui had me confused with someone else. No, we don't approve of this. Mustering all the strength I could, I gripped her arms and tried to pry them off of me. But she was a lot stronger than I had anticipated and wouldn't let me get away. I was so scared, Tsukasa. I was so scared. Scared? I never thought you'd actually come. Stranger danger. As she squeezed me tightly, I felt as though my upper body might collapse under the pressure of her softest parts. Oh my god, stop. I was blushing uncontrollably. Miss Yui, please, let go. No, I won't. Come on, Miss Yui. I struggled to wriggle free, but Miss Yui only grabbed me tighter. Our bodies were getting more and more intertwined. And every time I squirmed, Miss Yui would just pull me in even closer. Tsukasa! As her chest rose and fell erratically, droplets of sweat slid down into her cleavage. Oh my god. We will be seeing Satoshi in 8 to 12 years for breaking, entering, and whatever this is, right? I could feel the heat of her fever radiating off of her steadily encroaching face, as well as the shoulders I'd grabbed in an effort to push away. Stay here with me, Tsukasa, please? Sachiko is the least of his worries. Lol. I'm telling you, you've got the wrong person. Questions were swirling around in my head. Why was Miss Yui crying? And who was the Tsukasa person? Farley, that's not for you. Go. But I was most concerned for the state of her pajamas, which had become even more disheveled during our struggle. Miss Yui, your pajamas! Your pants! Hmm? They're sliding down! Tsukasa, you're so warm. Miss Yui, please! Most important, why am I still here? Because we're all still here, Daniel. If we have to go through this, you have to go through it with us. Now we're all culpable. Realizing that not a single word was getting through to her, I sighed resignedly. I'm taking care of Yuka any number of times when she'd caught a cold and drawn a fever, but I don't recall it ever getting this bad. Miss Yui was usually calm, collected, and rational. Who would have ever imagined that a fever could leave her so thoroughly discombobulated? You come from weeb streams. This is nothing. Yeah, but you expect it from weeb streams. Miss Yui, seriously, pull yourself together. So the true horror part of this game was the legal battle that is to come. Lol. Put more strength into my resistance, and finally her arms relaxed, just the tiniest bit. But her expression changed drastically. No, please. Discombobulated is a good word. Miss Yui, I'm Satoshi Mochida. Not this suit. Please don't go. Please. Miss Yui was acting like a spoiled child. Slipping out of the shoes I'd still been wearing, I again drew close to her sprawled out form. There was no way I could just leave her here like this. You call a doctor, you set up an appointment, and you get her in a taxi and take her to the doctor. I sure hope none of this seems too sketchy after your fever breaks. Ugh. Miss Yui let out a lethargic groan, perhaps in response to my quiet murmurings. At my wit's end, I grabbed hold of her and did my best to carry her into the back room. Gently wheeling her over to her unfurled futon, I then carefully laid her down, making sure I didn't drop her in the process. Then there was the matter of rebuttoning those pesky pajamas. You just don't. You just cover her up with a blanket and you go. I hesitantly pulled up her pajama bottoms and brushed away the stray hairs that were plastered to her brow with sweat. I'd done my best to avoid saying anything I shouldn't, but I am a guy, so my heart was pounding the whole time. Miss Yui's pajamas were soaked through with sweat. She really might have been better off with a change of clothes altogether. But no, that would have been going way too far, because this hasn't. Wish I could find a towel or something so I could at least wipe some of that moisture away. Just use the cat. Noticing a convenience store bag carelessly tossed to the floor, I glanced inside. Hey, she already bought cold packs. Why wasn't she using them? Jeez. Miss Yui, this might be a little cold, but bear with me, okay? Alright, I think that'll help. Placed one of the compresses on her forehead and pulled the covers over her. Not going to the doctor? Yes, especially during COVID. Facts, though. I won't go to the doctor's on Monday. I will go to work. Are you fine to go to work now? Miss Yui appears almost instantly relieved. She exhaled contentedly and her breathing became more relaxed. Finally, she was asleep. Even in sleep, Miss Yui seemed to be suffering. Oh, Monet, were you worried about your master? I don't blame you. When Mr. Yamazaki said she was sick, I had no idea it would be this bad. Oh my goodness. Monet had coiled up on my lap without me noticing. I began absent-mindedly speaking to him. He mewed in response, and our conversation ended there, as my gaze was still fixed squarely on Miss Yui. So, what do I do now? Miss Yui? Are you okay to be alone right now? She wasn't in any condition to respond, but... Did you just say Lamia instead of Monet? I don't think so. Did I? Did I? Miss Yui's hand had slipped out from under the futon and was gently grasping my pant leg. Hey. And I can't recall, so it's also possible. But I knew I'd probably regret it if I went home now. That's all the kitties, right? Miss Yui just seemed really lonely. Well, guess I'll settle in then. No, go home! Without disturbing Miss Yui's hold on me, I took a seat beside her. For the time being, I figured I'd watch over her and make sure her condition didn't worsen. Occasionally, Miss Yui's breathing would become ragged, and she'd furrow her brow. She was in a pretty bad way. Poor thing. Wasn't there anything else I could do? I glanced quietly down at the hallway. I noticed when I carried Miss Yui here that the kitchen near the entrance was perfectly neat and tidy. There wasn't any indication it had been used that day at all. I wonder if she's eaten anything. Monet's gaze shifted suddenly. I followed it and saw pet bowls laid out in the corner of the room. One dish was filled to the brim with water, and the other was piled high with dry cat food. I see someone's eating well. Around here, huh? Even delirious with fever, she's still taking really good care of you. But that's not good, Miss Yui. You should be thinking about your own meals first. Nope, kitty cats come first, then your own health. I shook my head at the whole situation, then glanced down at Monet, who was tilting his head as if trying to understand me. I broke into a wry smile. When I'd pull out the cold packs, I did notice some cheap convenience store food in the bag as well. I guess that was going to be her food for the day. Not exactly the best stuff to eat when you're sick. There's rice and eggs, at least. Maybe I'll make egg porridge or something. Miss Yui, may I borrow your kitchen? Her face was bright red, and her half-pained, half-contented noises provided me with no clear-cut answer to my question. Don't think I'm gonna get much out of her. How about you, Monet? Do I have your permission to use the kitchen? Excellent. Thank you. Monet's cries helped assuage any guilt over entering the woman's apartment and borrowing her kitchen. Okay, now she's in bed. Leave and tell someone at school, damn it. Right? Right? Not that I had any reason to feel guilty. I don't think, anyway. I mean, circumstances were what they were. Still, I had this nagging sense that I should have somehow felt bad about what I was doing. You were in a teacher's house. Excuse me, please, Miss Yui. I'm gonna need to get up. One by one, I gently peeled off each of the fingers latched onto my pant leg. The expression on her face changed as I was doing so, from contented rest to mild annoyance, but there was nothing to indicate that she might wake up. Alright then, let's see what we can do, shall we? As I stood up, Monet mewed happily and began tagging along at my heels. My boy's taking extra credit to a whole new level. Does it count if she doesn't want you there? This woman is so ill she's hallucinating. I ought to bake her some eggs! As I stood up, Monet mewed happily and began tagging along at my heels. Achoo! And Miss Yui, now resting by herself in the bedroom, let out a sudden sneeze. Okay, but can we get back to everyone dying? Dope. Come on, Yui. Oh yeah, this is a horror game. I don't know, that whole section was kind of, terrifying. Dude getting 8 to 10 without parole, but the A+ was worth it. Gross. I just got sprayed. Sorry. I've got a real tingle in my nose today for some reason. Ugh, honestly. Tissues, huh? Where'd I put them? Oh wow, did I get that much on you? Here, use one of mine. That's the least I can do. Great, don't mind if I do. What? She was talking to me. May I have one too, please? Let's see. Here we go. Thanks. You guys really should keep extras with you, you know. Well, sorry. Honestly. So, what were we talking about again? You remember? We were talking about what it's like to be seniors now. Oh, I know, right? Can it really be just one more year before we graduate? Baby Yui! Well, graduation is important. Don't forget there's life afterward to think about as well. Our careers! Ugh. No, I really don't want to think about that. Well, there is a reason we've been subjected to all these, those career counseling sessions, and it's because our futures are just, big question marks right now. No kidding. What are we gonna do with our lives? It's scary. Any ideas, Yui? You have any plans for the future? Actually, I've got it all figured out. What? Well, don't leave us hanging. Out with it, girl. Well... Oh, look at her. My name is Yui Shishido. I'm 17. I'm 17 and daydream? Oh, my dream is to be a teacher. What? The writing bug though, right? Something about the lives of others without a second thought, and I spend most of my time doing nothing important. But I believe that even someone I can make her dreams become true with enough hard work. Kisaragi Academy 5 years ago. The cherry blossoms were in bloom, and the wrestling wind carried with it the soft something of the season. You're getting good at this game. I can fill in the blanks to an extent. You know what? I wonder... I don't think if I changed the gamma that would do anything, but because I'm curious... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Alright. Well, it was worth a shot. Don't worry about it, Emmy. It was all terrible, awful stuff. Right, it was worth a try. An attempt was made. Can you open back up, game? Please? Please? Where the hell is my cursor? There it is. No, don't do this to me! I think I just broke it. Hold on. Yeah, this is a memory of Miss Yui in school. Did I... Hold on just a moment. Boop! I broke it! Alright, well, let's just close the game right quick. Oh, no! No, it broke itself! I mean, I definitely did not assist any in that. Let's get that task manager open, because it has taken over the one side of my screen. And no, please, game, don't do this to me. I just want task manager. That's it. But the game is hiding it from me. Oh no. Close! Close! I broke it. I, like, went over to OBS to try and change the filters, which I have done a number of times, and it was fine. And then the game just, like, would not let me do anything with it. It, like, won't... I can't select it. Oh, but apparently I've opened it up again? Oh my god. My computer doesn't like this. It's very angry with me right now. Close. No, close the program. Please. Please, dear God. Steam, can I get you to function? Can I get... Sorry, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to try and see if we could fix the text issue, and by doing so, I have destroyed everything. Y'all might be patient, but I'm not. Exit. Okay, fine. Oh my god. I am at least. Well, that's appreciated. Can I put this over here? Please. Oh my god. Yeah, it like won't let me close it. I keep trying to use task view to attempt to at least get task manager in view. And that's not working. Close. Did that fix it? No. Alt F4 that mother. I mean, that's like the only option I've got now. No, so I'm trying to control alt delete it and it's not letting me. Hold on. Just cries. Windows key L, what does that do? No, I don't want to sign out. You can't make me. If I could just, like... Hold on a second. Let me... It'll close the thing for you. It'll close everything for me. Yeah, let's do that. God, I can't apologize enough for this. This is stupid. It's stupid. Hi, Devo. Yeah? Do you also think it's stupid? It's the game. Have we tried turning it off and turning it on again? Hi, sweet boy. I came for the game, stay for the tech issues. Devo. So that's the thing. I've got Task Manager opened up, but the game has taken over the side of the computer where Task Manager is, and it won't let me move it. So I'm just stuck. not being able to... Yeah, I mean, at this point, I will probably have to, like, restart everything, and it's mildly frustrating, because we only have about 45 minutes left of what I was going to do for the stream, and I'm just annoyed. I'm just very annoyed. I mean, even if I sign out, I'm still gonna have to, like... I don't think it's not gonna keep running OBS, is it? I'll have to, like, still redo everything. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Just hang on a minute. I am essentially describing everything that's happening. That's fair. Yeah, alright, give me a hot minute. We'll be right back.